Hey guys, welcome back to Ultimate S and S. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It is coming up close to the 4th. Today is the 2nd now. So here in a couple days we will have the 4th of July. If you haven't got plans with your families, try to you don't have to go out and do elaborate things. You can simply watch fireworks on TV. You don't even need fireworks. You can sit back and you can just enjoy a barbecue with your family, or just some family time would be my encouragement to you. With the pricing of everything that's going up with gas prices and stuff, I know a lot of people like to come and do vacations on the beach and stuff for the 4th of July, and I can understand that. But make sure you look and make sure that you can afford those types of things, and understand that when you come to these areas that are known as tourist states, that you're going to deal with a lot of really high prices. So understand, when we talk about our prices down here, we live in what is known as a tourist state. In the summertime, everyone comes down this way, and it raises the prices because they want to make more money on stuff as well. But for those who live here, it really can hurt the bottom line on their budgets, and that's something that you need to be prepared for. The higher gas prices and the higher food prices that are out here right now. I would encourage you in the days ahead to, I know we say it a lot on here, but get as much food as you can. You can have family time right there in your own backyard. You can get a sprinkler. If you remember those slip and slides and stuff like that, all those are fun options for kids. Horseshoes. I grew up in a time where we had lawn darts, and those were a lot of fun. But apparently, the generations that have come in now are not equipped mentally to be able to play with lawn darts without hurting themselves. So, and maybe not even so much in my generation, because it seemed like there was a lot of head injuries and things like that was reported back in the day. And I think for the most part, those have been taken off the market, except for some really cheap sandbagged end ones where it just, comes down and plops on the ground. But there's a lot of really great options out there. For those who don't know what horseshoes is, you can get you 4 horseshoes. You can do it with 2 if you need to. Just set some poles up out in the yard. You can put sand around it if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. And you try to see who can either ring the horseshoe or get their horseshoe closest to it. And that's going to determine the winner. And those are a lot of fun games that come back generations and generations of people. So, that would be my encouragement to you. Spend time with your family, and understand spending time with your family doesn't have to be expensive. It's not the money that is spent that your children are going to remember. It is the quality of the family time that you spend together that is going to be remembered. So if you're going to an area where you're just basically like, you're going to do your thing and you're going to send your kids to do their own thing, that's not really family time. That's just time away from your kids in a new environment. So try to spend time with your families this 4th of July if you can. Now, our garden out here is looking really good. We did get out today, did some mowing, did a lot of weeding and stuff. So that's going to help that in the future. We got our collard greens planted last week. All this rain we've been having should really help those out once the sun starts to come back out. We've been having rain about every day, which has been good. But we haven't had a whole lot of sun because it's been pretty overcast. But with the way the ground is saturated now, our first major sunny day, I expect we're going to have a very huge crop start coming in again, especially having taken and fertilized everything the way that we have. But sorry, guys, I get sidetracked. Sometimes there's a window in front of me, and when I see a car I don't recognize, I have to make sure to see where they're going, because when you're expecting a few items, in the way that the mailing stuff is nowadays, our post office does no longer use dedicated postal servers or the deliveries methods. They actually just hire people for $75 a day and have them deliver your mail. And I'm not real keen on that, because this could be anybody just going through your mail. So I don't know if your area is doing that. If it is, make sure you're getting what you need to get. And it is like pulling teeth when you're trying to deal with something when you have missing packages and you're talking to the post office, because apparently they're not keeping up with a record of who's actually delivering what on what day. So it can be kind of disconcerting, but that is what it is. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We went out, we gave our chickens some more of our mealworms and stuff like that. They seem like they are enjoying that pretty good out there. That's always a nice snack to have. If you don't raise your own mealworms, it is really easy, guys. All you have to do is get a 5-gallon bucket. I put in 5 pounds of rolled oats and just dump in a package of mealworms. I think I got started with like 500 mealworms in a little package that was $3, and put them in and just leave them in there for, the next few months. And eventually you're going to start seeing the little beetles come in, and you're going to see small larvae, you're going to see the eggs, and you'll see all the multiple stages. And that's going to just keep it so you can give your chicken snacks without having to pay for $20, $30 bags of chicken snacks. That gets expensive. Soldier fly larva is a great way to do things too, but if you don't have an area to really promote their growth and to promote their breeding and stuff, that can be kind of hard. So if you're looking for something that's quick and easy, get you some mealworms, power worms as they're called over in the pet stores, and you can pick them up. Just throw them in to a thing of rolled oats. And on occasion, about once a month, I'll take and I'll put just a little scoop, about a quarter of a cup. I'll put that, just some of that high protein game bird feeder, and put it in there. And that really helps boost those mealworms into a hybrid process where they will really start breeding out pretty heavy. And as you watch your bucket or whatever type of area that you're growing those in, as you watch your rolled oats start to shrink in it, you will take, and once that gets to about a quarter, you want to take another bucket and pour the top layer of the mealworms and what's left of rolled oats in, add fresh rolled oats, and then the stuff underneath, which is where they have defecating and stuff like that, that's going to be in the bottom of that bucket, you will throw that out. It will stick to the bucket, so it's not going to be hard to separate the two things. You do not want to leave that in there forever. But you'll notice as the bucket starts to dwindle, it'll start to reduce. And when you get to about a quarter of a bucket, about half of that is going to be defecated material. Just pour the top layer out, dump that stuff out, and add you some fresh oats or bird feed or whatever it is that you're using to feed those guys. So if you are adding a high protein feed, if you don't have quail and you don't want to use game bird feed, you can actually take just a scoop of like your layers feed for your chickens and put that in there. And not only are you giving them protein, but at that point you're also giving them calcium, and that's going to give calcium in those worms. And when your chickens eat it, it's going to boost your calcium as well. So those are some great things to do. To add vitamin content to them, you can take greens, whether it's peels from your cucumbers or zucchini, or greens from collard greens, turnip greens and stuff. Don't put a lot in, just put a piece in. When they eat it, it takes about 2 days sometimes it takes less. They'll eat it. If they eat it real quick, add another one in. But you want to remove that after about the second day so it doesn't begin to mildew or mold, and you do not want it to be overly wet. So you want it to be physically dry to the touch. It's going to have some moisture content. And in raising mealworms, there is absolutely no reason to add moisture to that. They are very good at using the ambient moisture in the air to get what they need as far as, water to drink or whatever. They don't drink water like we do. They kind of absorb it in with the food that they're eating. So don't add water. You're going to get a moldy situation really fast. So I hope that some of these tips help you out a little bit here. We are currently working on another video that is going to be coming in. It's going to start on the members channel. Some of these videos we will release into the general channel area for people to view to see if it's something that they're interested in doing. But a lot of our really in-depth discussions and stuff, those will all be member live streams. So if you're interested in joining in with some of our Bible studies and things that we're going to be doing here and that we've just started doing here, then I would encourage you to hit that join button beneath the Ultimate S&S icon. It's going to have a little thing that says join. Just click that and you're going to be able to join in with the members channel. But understand, again, these are faith-based videos that are coming out. So if that is not something you're into, then you're probably not going to enjoy it so much. But if you are looking for a good source of Bible study materials, that's going to take kind of a different approach coming into these studies that we're doing, which is going to be about the actual true history of our planet and the true history of creation. I would encourage you to meet us over there, guys. Everyone have a wonderful day.